The European Commission is working on legal proceedings against AstraZeneca after the drug maker cut COVID-19 vaccine deliveries to the European Union. Now, according to the sources familiar with the matter, the move would make a further step in an EU plan to split ties with the drug maker after the company repeatedly cut supplies to the bloc. Shortages of vaccines due to supply cuts have contributed to major delays in Europe's vaccine rollout. Reports quoting top EU sources say that an official involved in talks with drug makers has confirmed plans to sue the company. Reuters sources say that the matter was discussed on Wednesday at a meeting with EU diplomats. A majority of EU countries at the meeting said they would support suing the company. There has been no immediate response from AstraZeneca on the issue. Brussels in March sent a legal letter to the company in the first step of a potentially legal procedure. When the deadline for a reply expired this month, a spokesperson from the Commission said the matter was discussed in a meeting with AstraZeneca, but the EU was still seeking further clarification from the company on a number of outstanding points. Brussels also wants to question how AstraZeneca spent over $270 million granted by the EU in September to buy vaccine ingredients. The company has still not provided sufficient documents confirming the purchases. Now, under the contract, the company had committed to deliver 180 million vaccine doses to the EU in the second quarter for a total of 300 million in the period from December to June. But the company said in a statement on March the 12th that it would aim to deliver only one-third of that. The EU letter was sent a week after the statement. Under the contract, the parties agreed that Belgian courts would be responsible to settle unresolved disputes. The EU has already decided not to take up an option of buying 100 million extra doses of AstraZeneca under the contract after supply delays and safety concerns about very rare cases of blood clots linked to the vaccine. Right, Lucy is still live with us from Brussels. Lucy, what has been the fallout of delayed AstraZeneca vaccine supply?
Well, I mean, it's led to huge tensions between the EU and the company, as you said there. I mean, real anger at the company's perceived failure to deliver on its contractual obligations. In the first quarter, the company was due to deliver 100 million doses of the vaccine, but instead delivered just 30 million. And those delays are set to continue in the months to come through until June, with just 70 million doses expected to be delivered of the pledged 180 million. So the EU has been considering all options available to it, and it does appear that the bloc is poised to flex its legal muscles in terms of bringing a lawsuit. And we know that the matter was discussed on Wednesday during a meeting of EU ambassadors and had support of the majority of the EU 27. But there is some opposition from larger economies such as France and Germany, who feel that a lawsuit may not even guarantee that the EU gets its hands on those additional doses. So there may not be no long-term advantage to bringing a case. But Ireland's Health Minister Stephen Donnelly was talking to the Irish Parliament yesterday and said that his country would support the Commission in bringing forward a case that Ireland's legal teams were involved in the case that was being put together by the EU. But we then had a statement from the European Commission denying that any formal decision had been taken. But we know that this is part of a wider split between the EU and AstraZeneca, that it's decided not to take up an option to buy an additional 100 million doses as part of its existing contract with the company, at the same time that the EU has announced a major extension with BioNTech Pfizer and seems to be pivoting more towards the messenger RNA technology used in the Pfizer vaccine, but also in the Moderna jab as well. EU Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen is due to be meeting with Pfizer bosses at its plant in northern Belgium today, and has signed a contract for 1.8 billion doses of the vaccine from 2022 through till 2023.
All right, that was Lucy Howe reporting live from Brussels.